Hey guys, it's me, Ago here. Hi. Hello. Today I'd like to introduce some very natural lenses. Unfortunately, since I have eyes that can't wear lenses well, I'm gonna introduce them with photos of Hailey wearing the lenses and try to explain while looking at the photos. First of all, Hailey has dark brown eyes, and when looking at her eyes closely, it appears to be brown with a very slight reddish tinge. In the case of the color development, please take note that the color development is based on Hailey's eye color. The lenses I'm gonna introduce today are brown lenses with very soft and natural graphics, and I'll be introducing a total of 10 types. First, two lenses from a brand called Chulens, Cloud Pudding and Albi Pie Moon Brown. The Cloud Pudding is said to come in two colors, gray and pink brown, and they are one-day lenses, and I chose the pink brown color. It has a very natural size with a graphic diameter of 12.9mm. Looking at the photo of the lens, it seems to have a unique color sense that'll create very attractive eyes, as if the pink color is permeated into the brown color. It's pink on the inside and brown on the outside, so it seems to create a very natural gradation. As the color is developed with a natural feeling, the pink color does not stand out too much, but it does look as if it's shining softly, and since the color feels warm, I think it'll suit those who like to use warm colors even with subtle daily makeup. The color seems to produce a slightly more lively feeling because it does not just light up a simple brown color, but has a subtle pink light, and since it's a color with a lot of warm feeling, I personally think it's a lens that'll suit warm tone people well. And since the circle line has a clearer fill than I thought, I think it'll suit well for those who are concerned about blurry areas around the pupil. Albi Pie Moon Brown are monthly lens that can be worn for a month with a graphic diameter of 13.4mm. As the name has the color brown, I'd expected it to just be a brown color, but it's a subtle color with a bit of pink mixed in, so the circle line doesn't seem to be dark. When compared to the Cloud Pudding lenses, it feels much more natural, right? It's 13.4mm in diameter, so you can feel a bit big, but when you wear it, you can see that the circle line is not dark, so you can see that it expresses the eyes naturally. Hailey said that she usually wears a size between 13 and 13.2mm, but this lens seems to fit her well too. Personally, I think it expresses natural eyes because the circle line is not dark and the overall color is soft. I think it doesn't look burdensome at all because it has a natural feel while creating clear looking eyes. It has a bit of pink mixed in, so it looks more lively, and I think it's a lens I would recommend to everyone for both warm and cool tones. Next is the Olens Eyeliner Glowy Brown, Natural Day Brown, and Cherry Moon Brown lenses. Olens is actually a very famous lens brand in Korea. Olens perspective lenses are known to be very comfortable to wear, so they're recommended for those with sensitive eyes. Olens Eyeliner Glowy Brown lens. These lenses have a graphic diameter of 13.1mm and are one-day lenses. Looking at the photo of the lens, the color seems to create a softer impression with a natural brown and clear milk tea color. When zooming in on the lens photo, I can see that the bottom side has a brighter color than the other side, but when looking at the photo of Hailey wearing the lens, I can see that they made her eyes brighter. While the circle line may look dark, it's actually the bright color of the lower part that gives the impression that the pupils look clearer, and even though the eyes are originally a bit dark in color, they show high coloration, so it seems to express the eyes clearly and softly. Maybe it's because the lower part has a bright gradation design, so it seems to soften the overall impression, and because it has a warm color, it seems to suit warm tone people well. The Olens Natural Day Brown lenses have a graphic diameter of 11.9mm, which seems to be the smallest among the lenses shown so far. I think the point is the subtle gradation graphic inside the brown circle line. Since the circle line is brown, these lenses seem to make the eyes a little softer. When looking at the picture of Hailey's eyes with lenses, they seem to fit her eyes very naturally and create a subtle eye look. Since it's a lens with a small diameter, it's a good lens for those who want to create a clear and natural eyes. It has a natural look that makes them look as if these were her original eyes, but it seems to be more attractive because the color is slightly visible, and I think these are lenses that students can wear naturally because it has a slightly reddish feel, so it feels lively and doesn't show off too much. Olens Cherry Moon One-Day Brown lenses. These have a graphic diameter of 13.2mm, and the lenses in this picture are one-day lenses. I've known that these are ones that goes well with summer, but it has a design that glows softly as if a light is shining through it. These days, it seems that there are a lot of lenses that give the effect of lightning from below. It's also called crescent moon graphic because it has the shape of a crescent moon, and since the bright brown color blends gently with the eyes, I think it makes the eyes look really pretty. Even with the graphic turned other way, it makes the eyes look natural and pretty, so I think it'd be great for daily use. And the cherry moon brown color seems to have a slightly reddish but bright feeling, so it'll go well with any makeup, but I feel it would look good especially in the summer. Wednesday, December 27th, 5 p.m. PST time, we're gonna go live. We'll be looking forward to your participation and see you on live. Next is the GMR Lenses Goddess Lens. Among the three colors, I chose the color Selenite. This pair of lenses have a graphic diameter of 13.1mm and is a monthly wear lens. The color Selenite seems to have a light brown color that looks hazel, and the circle line is very soft so that they really stand out with a sense of color. It brightens the eyes but doesn't stand out too much, therefore creating a subtle eye look, so it looks good for daily wear, and it seems to be a pair of lenses that look good for people of all tones because it has a moderately soft and muted feel without the yellow color. I think these will create a soft impression without feeling stuffy because the circle line feels subtle while keeping the eyes looking clear, and the subtle feeling of the circle line is similar to that of the iris lens, so I think it gives a much more natural feel. If you're looking for a pair of lenses that are natural with clear coloration, I think Helena Hazel will be good. Next is the Hapa Christine's Oh My God Christine lens and One and Only lens. First, Hapa Christine's Oh My God Christine lenses are one-day lens with hazel color and a graphic diameter of 13.2mm. The hazel color seems to have a slight orange-brown color, so you might think that it could be a bit bright. But when looking at the photo of Hailey's eyes with the lens, it seems to have a feeling that goes well with the autumn with a fairly warm color feeling. It has a calm feeling, but maybe it's because the color is vivid, I think it feels very natural. Compared to Hailey's original eye color, it feels like only the iris have been brightened slightly, so it seemed to be the most natural among the lenses I've shown so far, and it seems to give the feeling that she's wearing and not wearing the lens at the same time. You know what I mean? It's a warm color, so I think it's a color that will suit warm-toned people. Hapa Christine One and Only lenses. These have a graphic diameter of 13mm and is also called Ives Dangwon-young lens. Similar to the old lens, this lens also has a bright lower part of the lens, so it seems to have a design that makes the eyes clear and shiny. The surrounding color is slightly muted brown with orange brown as a point, so it seems to have a unique color and design. I think these makes the eyes look a bit more vivid and clearer, and since they have a slightly darker circle line, it seems to express the pupils very clearly. It's a combination of very subtle colors, so it seems to produce natural and lively eyes, and the bright part below is called the drawing design. That's why I think it creates clear and lively eyes no matter which way you wear it. The next lens is Aerora's Pluto lens. Pluto is said to be a design that creates natural eyes with a combination of dark circle lines and two-tone colors. I chose a dark brown color which has a graphic diameter of 13mm. I think it's a color that feels very natural on Hailey's eyes, and I think it's a color that creates a clear and natural look by holding the edge of the pupil with a deep dark brown color. The cocoa brown base color of the gradation pattern seems to brighten the eyes more, and the circle line is a dark brown color rather than black, so it seems more natural. There was also a brown color, but I chose the dark brown color because I felt that the dark brown color was more natural. I like to recommend it to those who like lenses that make their eyes look natural and clear. Lastly, the lens. Out of the three colors, I chose the grace brown color, and it has a natural diameter of 13.1mm. Brown is said to be a color that melts the color of warm coffee beans, but when looking at the lens photo, it has a really subtle and soft color. There might be some people who thinks that it's a bit bright, but when looking at the photo here, the color is studded as if it melts naturally into the eyes. Grace brown seems to create natural, warm-looking eyes with a really warm coffee bean tone as the base color. It seems to have a color that shows off a soft charm that is not monotonous by being layered with an apricot-colored point tone. It has a slight beige feel, so it's natural, but it's recommended for those who want their eyes to look a bit brighter. Like this, I've introduced brown lenses with natural and soft graphics. It's a pity that I couldn't show the lenses by wearing them directly on my eyes, but I hope it's a video that will be helpful enough to you. These days, adults and office workers wear contact lenses a lot in Korea, but students also tend to wear lenses quite often as well, so I introduced lenses with natural brown colors. And if you have any more questions, please leave a lot of questions in the comments. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.